Dismantling the altars of Brujeria. Leviticus 19:31. Do not turn to mediums or seek out spiritists, for you will be defiled by them. I am Yahuwah, your Eluah. Abba Yahuwah, who art in the Shamayim, I come to you in the name and authority of Yahushua HaMashiach. I come before you to dismantle every altar of Brujeria that has been raised against me, raised against my family, raised against the region, raised against the remnant of your people. I renounce and reject every practice tied to Brujeria, knowingly or unknowingly. Let the fire of your Ruach HaKodesh consume these altars, and let your name alone be glorified. I declared my freedom through the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, in Yahushua HaMashiach's name. So be it. I decree that every altar of Brujeria erected against me is destroyed by the fire of Yahuwah. For Devarim 7:5 says, break down their altars, smash their sacred stones. I declare that every spirit invoked through Brujeria is cast out by the authority of Yahushua HaMashiach. For Matif Yahu 18:18 says, whatever you bind on Eretz will be bound in Shamayim. I decree that my mishpachah is free from every generational curse tied to Brujeria. For Galatians 3:13 says, HaMashiach redeemed us from the curse of the law. I declare that every object or charm used in Brujeria against me is rendered powerless. For Acts 19:19 says, they brought their scrolls together and burned them publicly. I decree that my household is sanctified and protected from the influence of Brujeria. For Exodus 12:13 says, when I see the blood, I will pass over you. I declare that every curse spoken through Brujeria is reversed. For Numbers 23:23 says, there is no divination against Jacob. I decree that the light of Yahushua HaMashiach exposes every hidden work of Brujeria. For Ephesians 5:11 says, expose the fruitless deeds of darkness. I declare that the blood of Yahushua covers every area of my life. For Revelation, Hosea 12:11 says, they triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb. I decree that my region is cleansed of every influence of Brujeria. For Telahim 24:1 says, the earth is Yahuwah's and everything in it. I declare that my destiny is secured in HaMashiach and cannot be altered by Brujeria. For Yirmiyahu 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares Yahuwah. I declare that every monitoring spirit tied to Brujeria is blinded. For 2 Kings 6:17 says, open his eyes, Yahuwah, so that he may see. I declare that every altar of Brujeria is consumed by the fire of Yahuwah. For Hebrews 12:29 says, our Eluah is a consuming fire. I decree that my dreams and visions are free from interference by Brujeria. For Yoel 2:28 says, your sons and your daughters will prophesy. I declare that every demonic network tied to Brujeria is dismantled. For Job 5:12 says, he thwarts the plans of the crafty. I decree that every lie of Brujeria against my life is exposed and destroyed. I decree that every lie of Brujeria against my family's life is exposed and destroyed. For Yehukanan 8:32 says, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. I declare that the power of Yahuwah uproots every stronghold of I declare that the power of Yahuwah uproots every stronghold of Brujeria in my life. For 2 Corinthians 10:4 says, the weapons we fight, we have divine power to demolish strongholds. I decree that my identity is rooted in HaMashiach alone. For 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, if anyone is in HaMashiach Yahushua, the new creation has come. I declare that the plans of Brujeria to harm me are nullified. For Yashayahu 54:17 says, no weapon forged against you will prevail. I decree that my household is a house of prayer and worship. For Yahushua 24:15 says, as for me and my house, we will serve Yahuwah. I declare total victory over Brujeria in every area of my life. For 1 Corinthians 15:57 says, Toda Rabbah to Yahuwah. He gives us the victory through our Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach. Abba Yahuwah Bahashem Yahushua HaMashiach Toda Rabbah for destroying every altar of Brujeria in my life. I declare that I am free. I declare that my family is free. I declare the remnant of your people free. I declare the ministry free from its influence. Let your kabod shine and your power reign supreme in every area of our life. In Yahushua HaMashiach's name, so be it. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Selah.